Hello, my friends. This is Paul Drockton, Diamond Elite with the Rain International. And I'm going to talk a little bit about getting in shape after 50 years old. So, I'm 54, by the way. Now, in 2002, I was involved in a near fatal car accident and numerous injuries, all kinds of issues. And clearly, I was able to recover and also to regain my strength, stamina, and everything else. And so I want to talk about that process. It doesn't matter how old you are or how old you feel. Understand that anybody can feel better than they do right now. And that's the key, feeling better than you do right now. So let's start with the basics. The first thing I recommend that you do is make sure that you go and see your doctor, get a full physical, and figure out what type of exercise would be best for you, because for some you might need to start out slow and work your way up. I remember when I first went to the gym, I had to work out with the barbell without any weight on it, so that gives you an idea of starting with the basics. I remember when I started doing cardio, how I wasn't able to even get 10 minutes in. It's okay. You start where you're at and you work your way from there. So the first thing I want to talk about is that when you exercise, before your exercise, you want to make sure that you stretch your body. Now, when you stretch your body, you don't want to rock. You don't want to tear tendons or muscles. You simply want to stretch. In other words, make sure that what you're doing isn't going to hurt yourself. So some of the basic stretches that I recommend are, first of all, just bend over, try to touch your toes. It's a good stretch. Hold it as long as you can. Some other stretches I recommend is just sit on the ground, put your legs right in front of you, and reach for your toes. Pull one leg in, reach for the other leg, and then do the same thing. The key is when you stretch, is what you're really doing is you're warming up the muscles so that they don't tear when you're working out. Get good at stretching, my friends. If you work out in a gym, sometimes it helps if you go into the sauna and stretch before you work out. It's nice to warm those muscles up. And then the second thing I recommend is make sure that your diet is going to help you achieve your goals as well. So before I work out, what I normally will do is I'll eat an apple and, of course, drink water. Now, you want to make sure that when you're working out that you have as much water as you can carry. Drink water throughout your workout. Don't get dehydrated, and don't be afraid of drinking too much water. It's good for you while you're working out. One of the things I like to do is basically I start out with a packet of Soul by Rain International and a packet of Core by Rain International before I work out. Soul is anti-inflammatory, it's anti-pain, and it gives you all the vitamins and the nutrients that your body needs. It's the equivalent of eating 8 to 10 servings of fruit, 8 to 10 servings of vegetables. And one packet of Core is the equivalent of eating 7 to 8 green smoothies. So I recommend doing both of these before you work out, because what it's going to do is it's going to get your metabolism going, as well as eating that apple. And then when you get to the gym, as I said, make sure that you start out with a stretch. Now, I'm a big believer in that you want to incorporate weightlifting. It doesn't matter how old you are, you still want to incorporate weightlifting. Now, the key is when you're at the gym, you need to ignore the muscle heads around you. Look, you and I, we're not 20 years old anymore. We don't need to compete with the other people at the gym. We're not there to impress them. We need to stay focused on what our goals are. Now, one of the things that I recommend to do that is get a headphone set and listen to music. For me, I like to listen to scriptures. Listen to motivational talks, whatever. Just tune into your own world when you're there. Now, I like to work one muscle group per day. So for me, Monday is arms day. Monday is actually it's back day. So when I work on my back, I do the basic lat pull down where you grab the bar and you're going to bring it down right below your chin. Again, be careful with weight. I like the pyramid when I'm working out, so I'll start out with 2 light sets of maybe for me it's 100 pounds. So I start out with 2 light sets of 10, take a break between sets, and then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll increase the weight. Again, for me, I increase it by about 40%, and then I'll do a set of 8. Then I increase it by another 20%, and then I'll do a set of 6. And then I'll go ahead and put the weight back where I started, and I'll do a final set of 12. So that's the lat pull down. Now what you're doing is you're basically building your back muscles. The reason why your back is so critical is because some of the largest muscles in your body are in your back. So you want to make sure that you develop those muscles. Remember, good muscle beats bad fat any day of the week. Now the second exercise I do when I'm doing back is basically I'll do you can do rows. You lean over the bench and you just basically bring the weight back. That's a row. Or if you're on the machine, you can do the weight pull towards you. Make sure when you're doing the seated rows that your back, you want to keep your back at 90 degrees, and then basically just pull the weight towards you, hold it. When you get to the top, hold it, because what that's going to do is that's going to allow the muscle to fully contract. And then back. Again, with the seated rows, what I like to do is I like to do 2 sets of 10 with the starting weight. For me, it's 100 pounds. Increase it by 50%, then increase it by another 20% for me. So again, I'm going to do 2 light sets, 2 light sets of 10 each on the seated rows, and then I'm going to do 1 set of 8 with the heavier weight, 1 set of 6 with an even heavier weight, and then I'm going to drop it back down to where I started and do a set of 10 to 12. So that is my back day. Now, there's other back exercises you can do if you want. I found that for me, that's more than adequate what I just told you. Because what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to strengthen my entire body. So after I've done those basic back exercises, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the reverse, what do we call it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down where the bench is and where you normally do the chest, and I'm going to reverse my position. And instead of pulling it in towards my chest, I'm going to go back towards my back. Now what this is going to do is this is going to work the muscles between your shoulders, and it's actually going to help you with your posture. And again, on these you can do 4 sets, 12. The other thing you can do is you grab the rope and pull it down towards you like this. Again, 4 sets of 12. And that'll strengthen those muscles between your shoulders. So that's back day. Now, as soon as I'm done with my back, then the next thing I'm going to do, take a quick break, and then I'm going to go do my cardio. Now, for me, 54 years old, what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to keep my heart rate at about 125 to 130 for about 3 minutes, and then 2 minutes at the lower heart rate. So start off slow. Basically, you can have your heart rate at 100, 105, it doesn't matter. You're going to start off slow for a minute, let your muscles warm up, and then the next minute, increase the speed to where you're about 110. Your heart rate's about 110 if you're over 50. Look at the heart rate guide on the machine, though. If you're 60 years old, you're obviously going to want to go slower. 70 years old, even slower. 40, higher. It's based off of your age. So look at the cardio chart that's on the machine. It will tell you literally what you need to do. Now, for me personally, I like to do 30 minutes of cardio. And the way I'll start it off, as I said, is 1 minute at a walk, increase it, a little brisker walk, increase it till my heart rate's between 120 and 130, keep it there for 3 minutes, then I take it back down. So the speed for me is I start at a 2 on the treadmill, I increase it to a 3, then I go with 3.5. That's where I'm at. You don't need to be where I'm at. Some other things you can do to raise your heart rate is you can raise the incline on the treadmill. It's a good thing. If you have really bad knees, then there's other machines in the gym that you can use. Don't be afraid to use the ellipsis. Don't be afraid to ride a bike. It doesn't matter. The key is just to get your heart rate up in a way where you're not damaging your body. So once I've done that half-hour cardio on Monday, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my abs. Now, for me, I like to do crunches. If you can find a ball at the gym, just lay on the ball, lay back on it, and just come up like this. And do 4 sets of 10 to start with. Ultimately, you're going to get that up to where you can do 100. It won't be that big of a deal for you. That, my friends, is a very simple workout for you. So that's Monday. That's back day. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here. In the next video, I'll talk about Tuesday. Hopefully this is going to help you achieve your goals. I'll throw some other things in as well as diet and supplementation. The last thing I recommend that you do is when you're done with your workout, literally when you're done, I use Form. It's a seed-based protein. It's got 15 milligrams of protein. It's got all 20 amino acids formed by Rain International. If you want to get these products, all you really need to do is contact me. And trust me when I tell you this, these are exceptional. I owned a supplement store with my kids. I know everything that's out there. One of these times I'll discuss whey and soy with you. You do not want those. You want a seed-based protein that has all 20 amino acids. The best thing on the market right now is Form by Rain International, and I'll help you with that. Feel free to contact me on Facebook, or you can email me, pdrockton, pdrockton, pdrockton @aol.com. Text me 330-636-6292, or you can contact me on Facebook. Again, this is Paul Drockton, Diamond Elite with Rain International, helping you get into shape regardless of your age. Have a great day.